Hello, Barb Yale, Creative Memories Advisor. I had the most awesome vacation, so that's why I haven't been posting anything. We went on a 1 week cruise. I heartily suggest it. I came back refreshed and ready, but oh my gosh, CM has come up with so much stuff. If you go to our group Facebook page, Barb CM Group, you'll see the new products. And one of them that came out a couple of weeks ago is this awesome compass punch. It came out with the travel collection. So I want to show you something you can do with the compass punch. Now, I am using older paper because, hello, my name is Barbara and I'm a paper hoarder. But the new travel collection would go awesome with this. And I stole this idea from the CM blog. So you can go to the CM blog, type in compass, and you will see how they said to do it. I kind of adapted it for what I had display wise is what I want to do. I'm going to be using, these are our tickets from from our shore excursions. We actually had a third one scheduled, but I booked myself solid. So we missed one because Barb was wore out and we just laid on the deck all day and caught sun. And let me tell you, that's a good thing too. There's nothing wrong with catching sun all day. I punched everything out, hopefully in order. Now, when you punch out the compass punch, I know you all know how to do it. You stick it in. But if you look, see how close I put these together? I may be a paper hoarder, but I don't want to waste paper. So on the compass punch, instead of put it way over here, because you've got all that space, you can put it right about to the edge. And I'll show you. If you look in there, you can see that's all brown paper. So I suggest whenever you do a punch, kind of play with it and see how far you can go. But at the very least, get the edge. But on this one, I could go right to the middle. And I did the same thing. I used our square punch. And I did the same thing. Now, in the square punch, I found out it's a little bit bigger. I couldn't go to the middle. And I went right to left. But I was able to go just over the edge. And that way I didn't have all that extra paper that I'm wasting. And when I matted, when I double matted these, I didn't use numbers, but I looked and I said, I wanted just to be able to barely see the border on the inside of the line. So you can see I'm right there. That's right where I cut. And so that was my guideline on how I did it. And the reason I double matted was I'm using a lot of brown, and I've got this reddish color too that goes with that. So I wanted to double mat to pull those out. So the first thing I did was I picked out my back sheet. Now you can save paper. You could do this at 6.5 and this at 5.5. I didn't. I cut at 5.5, but you could do 6.5. After you cut this at 5.5, now I cheated and put those on. We're going to, it's the flip side of this one. We're going to adhere it to the bottom of the page. Now the blog used, all right, that's not what I wanted. The blog used a sticker for this next part, but I didn't have any more Wanderlust stickers. So I did this timeless tweed border chain. I'm going to put another one up on the top. So let me review with you how this works. It's the same brown. So put this in, but first you're going to hear it click. When it clicks, it stays in. Grab this, pull up the flap, lock it down. Put your paper in. This is magnetic, it holds it down. Flip this back under. You're going to feel this click as you go. You always want to pull out, push down, pull out, push down, pull out, because otherwise you end up with stuff getting caught underneath there. So if it ever gets where it's kind of bulky, just lift it up and pick up all that stuff and get it out of the way. This one's not bad. Some punches are a lot more giving as far as the amount of stuff that's under there. Okay. Now, when you're using something open like this, you want to use the repositionable tape runner. Because remember, when you use this, I ran that all the way down the center, and there's absolutely no tape runner showing through. I'm going to lay this just so that it covers. Now, I will take my 12-inch trimmer and trim that off because I got a little bit extra on that edge. And we're going to put another one of these up at the top. Now, on the blog, they did a sticker here and a layered embellishment on the top. Okay. Then you take your handy dandy square punch, voila, and you're going to punch out 12 squares, 4 of one color, 4 of another color, and 3 of the middle color. When you're putting these on the paper, what you have to pay attention to is not only the spacing, but that these little guys right here, these triangle things, that the points line up. If the points don't line up, it's really a mess, okay? Trust me on that. Now we're just going to kind of lay these other ones in here, and then we're going to adhere them. Just kind of watching my spacing. As I go. All right, guys, I got to orient this a little bit different so that I can see what I'm doing. So I'm sorry that it's sideways, but otherwise I go crooked. Okay, there. Not bad. So let's take some adhesive and plop these down. And every step you take on this layout, it just gets a little bit nicer. When Mike was looking at it, he said, well, Barb, how about just one compass and then pictures surrounding it? And I said, well, that's a great idea, but I want to do this blog post. And so I have to at least come close to what they're doing. And the reason I'm doing the variations is I want to show you that you can make adjustments. You see something, go, well, I don't have that piece of paper, or I don't have that particular border maker or sticker. You can adjust and make it your own. But since we just came back from the trip, I thought this would be I don't like the way that one is laying. It's not repositionable, so I got lucky it moved. Since we just came back from the trip, I thought, what better time to do something from the trip? We ate so many desserts that my eyes are now bulging. I think I gained like 3 pounds, so no desserts for a few days until I get my body back in whack. The dog was so happy to see us. He licked me to death for the first 10 minutes. And since he's been home, he's been like, oh, I don't know. They did things different at Uncle Andy's house when I was there. So he's got to get back to used to living with us again. But I'm very thankful that my son and his family took Oreo and took such good care of him. Sometimes I can't remember which one I put down. I love the back of this one. This one was such a hard choice on which side to use, because I like them both so much. All right, let's put this one on, and then we're going to do the compasses. I think I punched out a dozen compasses. We'll find out in a minute. But we're going to once again return to our repositionable tape runner for the compasses. Because a regular tape runner will fill up all these nice little holes. And just kind of lay them in between, like that. There's no up or down, left or right, so I guess we should probably try to align the east-west with the edge of the paper. That would probably look good, right? We're going to try and line this up straight with that. Now, I did not bring in an extra repositionable tape runner, so I think there's enough here to get me through. Huh, I just dropped a compass. Looks like I'll be punching out another one. That one. So we spent the night at a hotel by the airport because we got in about 9:30, 10 o'clock last night. And we had a 7-hour layover, not a layover, but from the time that they kicked us off the ship until our flight was 7 hours, and there's another half-hour delay after that. So, waiting around that airport, you get so tired. So we had decided that we would spend the night at the airport hotel, and then we came home today, picked up the dog. We were refreshed, relaxed. It was really the best choice we could have made, rather than trying to drive home all blurry-eyed and everything. And while I was on the plane, I finished reading a book, Radium Girls. You guys, I cried. I'm sitting on the plane, bawling, literally bawling my eyes out from this book. The way that they were treated by the company they worked for was no excuse for it, but it is an awesome read. Just make sure, if you're sentimental like me, make sure you have lots of Kleenexes. Okay, that's my advice. Now, on the blog, they put the pictures like this. Okay, but because these are, sorry, down here, flip it over. They put the pictures like this, but because my tickets have text that goes this way, I'm going to put them like this. So I think I'll put one up a little bit higher than the other. By the way, did you know there's a new wedding collection out? It's called Something Blue. And it is, well, that one ran out. I guess we're finishing a repositionable. Usually it's repositionable that runs out. With repositionable, you do use a little more, but it's worth it. So yes, the new Something Blue wedding collection is out, and it is absolutely gorgeous. Okay, look, what do you think? I like the timeless tweed border punch. It kind of gives it a strong contrast to everything else. And because everything's from the same collection, it all goes together. Oh, I gotta tell you something. See this nail color? When I got it done, I said to the girl, we're calling this ocean green. She says, how'd you know the name of it? She looked at it as something else. So over in the gift shop at the hotel, gift shop on the cruise, I saw a scarf this color, and I said to Mike, oh, come here, grab my camera, take a picture of me with this color nail polish, because it absolutely matched the scarf that they had in the gift shop absolutely perfectly. So I thought that was kind of cool. That I named it Ocean Green, and it matched perfectly. This is kind of goofy because this camera is tilted down and I can't see what you guys see there. I think that's better. Hopefully my face is in the picture. Okay, so here's our finished project. We do have room for 5 more people in Chesaning the 8th, 9th, and 10th. So if you want to come, let me know. It's $260 a person, and we've got room for 5. It's a huge room. It has room for 24 croppers. Oh, so we're in the car on the airport bus last night, and I see a girl, and she has on this sweatshirt that says Creative Passions. That's where we're having the retreat. And I said, oh, we're having a retreat there, and we get talking. And I thought maybe she was a cropper. No, she works there during the week and sometimes on weekends. So who knows, when we have our crop, I might meet this lady again. So that's it for tonight. I hope you like the Compass Punch. And please, please, please check our page for pictures of the pen case and the new holder for the border makers. I've never been able to carry my border makers to a crop successfully without them getting all jumbled up and everything. This has nice foam cores. Take a look at the videos. You're going to want it. You're going to look at it and go, oh, this is so cool. I love this. So take a look. Any way I can help you, let me know. Have a great night. I should say barb out like Captain Kirk does. Kirk out. Barb out.